Today on Thousand Air Radio. So I am back at the ball and dealer. I'm not gonna lie, it's everywhere, folks. Not hard to buy silver right now. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, is it masculine if a lady kinda looks like a feminine fella? Maybe not. Perhaps I should ask an elementary or middle school teacher. I hear they know a lot about that kind of stuff. Oh, I found a couple key dates in this last dime purchase. This is how I like to copper. If you got the opportunity to pick these up at face, why not? Isn't this nice? Just adding dimes to the jar. The American Patriot Stacker takes the first. First class. Thousandaire. You know, I never asked to be a thousandaire. Of course it's on purpose. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, although I may buy one and eat with it. That's right, I eat food as well. We're alike. Cheers to you, friendo. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm back at the bullion dealer. And, oh, how much bullion there is. I'm not gonna lie. It's everywhere, folks. Not hard to buy silver right now. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, that's enough of that. I actually really like that accent. I just don't... Where is it from? I'm not kidding. It's really fascinating. So I am back at the bullion dealer. And I'm kind of on a budget. Kind of. I'll be doing the Kansas City Kid thing today with my silver dollars. Silver's $34 an ounce while recording this, early April 2025. I pick up a panda for a friend if I see one I think he does not have. And he doesn't have this one. So I'll leave with that. This is the $25 bin. And the melt of these peace dollars is like 26 bucks today. I don't like to do it, but I'm pre-buying silver dollar week 94, 95, and 96. I'm going on a little family hospitalization vacation. So I'll get those dollars out of the way. Oh, hit that like button, would you, could ya, friendo of mine? We are going to have so much fun today. And in the coming years, if permitted. So, hit all the buttons you can to expand this wealthy community. We need to find those other thousandaires. The more of us there are, the more we can do as a group. And we will do something as a group one day. This is just a photo of my barber dimes. I'm trying to perfect my pan and zoom on my video editor. Oh, that's a nice one. You can see much of the detail in the laurel wreath, the Mediterranean shrubbery around Lady Liberty's head. That's right. That's a lady. A quite masculine one, but a lady nonetheless. Is it masculine if a lady kinda looks like a feminine fella? Maybe not. Perhaps I should ask an elementary or middle school teacher. I hear they know a lot about that kind of stuff. All right, let's get down to business. Who's ready to watch a guy who's not that bullish on silver keep buying Mercury dimes? I hope you are, friendo, because that's what we're doing here. Maybe I am bullish, I don't know. What do I know? I know I wouldn't mind getting these much cheaper. That's a big Mercury dime. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get a 1-to-1 Mercury dime subscriber ratio. And why? Why would I do that? Okay, we got 671 here. And bada boom. I added some more. It's 724 now. So what do you think of my new jaw? It's impressive, right? I wonder how many it'll hold. Yeah, that sack that just created that desk quake. I just picked these up at the NSLCS. That's not so local coin shop. Glorious. I probably should not have spent all that cash, but I'm happy I did. And it's not like I actually spent the cash. We'll be all right. I got some more coming in, I think. So, if you don't already know, why am I trying to get a 1-to-1 subscriber Mercury dime ratio? Well, I think it would look pretty neat having a pile of Mercury dimes that represent the amount of subscribers that I have. Like a physical representation. How's that for an investment strategy? And I got a lot more subscribers than I do dimes. It's insane. You know what? I'll tell you some numbers right now. I got 4,569 subs. Oh, wow. That's higher than I thought it would be. And so far, I counted 724 mercs. So what I have so far represents 15.85% of the thousandaires. So I got a deficit of 3,845 Mercury dimes. Yeah, so if a dollar face is like, I don't know, 25 in the local coin shops right now, ish, then I would need to spend 9,613 bucks. It's hilarious because my job's not so great. But I gotta say, I've been pretty clever. It's 2025. I got some side hustles. And who knows, this video making might become one of them. If I can ever get a check from Google. They owe me almost a K, but I keep doing different verifications. I think I got the last one done though. So I might get paid soon. And before you think I make a lot, like, oh, hey, that's 1,000 for doing videos. That's for 9 months. Sweatshop workers get paid more, but it's growing exponentially. I've been lazy with the paperwork online, but the Mercury Dime Challenge had me filling it out so I can get some scratch finally. So I'll probably just buy dimes with it. 900 something minus taxes. What's that? Probably 600 something. Maybe I can get about 240 more Mercury dimes. I've had some comic book sales on eBay. I've been posting them because I want to buy more dimes. I was taking an extra day off work each week, but I stopped doing that. Guess why? Yeah, more winged Liberty 10-cent pieces. If you're watching this and you're getting all psyched about Mercury dimes, keep in mind, I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm not saying it's a bad idea either. I just shot from the hip like I do and pegged a goal arbitrarily to a moving target. If the channel should grow, then I need to grow with it. Somehow, some way. I'll figure it out. Oh, I found a couple key dates in this last dime purchase. A couple of 1921s. We'll get a better look at them, and if you know what I should sell them for, let me know, because I'm going to sell them. And guess why? I want to get more dimes. It's going to take like $1,250 a month to start closing the gap. I've been getting a little over 400 new subscribers every 28 days. So, every 28 days, whatever I can buy over $40 face is going to close that gap. It's a tall order, especially since I buy an old silver dollar each week. Plus, I set aside $150 so I can buy a Centenario every 6 months. And I kind of been going ham on comic books. Oh, let me know what you think of these 1921 Mercs in the comments below. I got someone asking to buy them from me. I didn't want to undercharge them. I also didn't want to overcharge them. A fair price is fine by me. Shear them, don't skin them. That's what I always say. I say that, and I'm not even wearing a wool sweater. I felt the wool. It was itchy. I think you have to wear something under it. Anyhow, my point to shear them, don't skin them, which I'm sure you already know, is to grow the business or trade with some sustainability. Yeah, so I'm ambitious, but I don't mind growing somewhat slow, rather than trying to make gains at the detriment of this community and myself. I've been watching some of the other channels, listening to them scramble, as silver has dropped significantly. And I'm not going to say it can't drop more. I'm not going to say that. It can. It can absolutely drop more. But when you got Bull and Dale sponsors, you may got to tell your audience that it's time to back up the truck, folks. I don't got a crystal ball, but it's never going to go down. It's only going to go up forever. Get to know my Bull and Dale folks. And some of them will actually show you some charts and put together a very compelling case using nice charts and some cherry-picked data. They'll even pat themselves on the back and talk about times when they said something and how it came true. They cherry-picked their own data as well. And I think it's funny, not only do they have a Bullion Dealer sponsor, but they also have a Patreon. So not only are they a commercial, but they're also a public station at the same time. It's genius. I watch them. They're entertaining, but it gets irritating. They spam you with financial advice and then tell you it's not financial advice. And don't get me wrong, I get it. You got a personal opinion, you want to talk about it, and you put a disclaimer. But when you have a sponsor that sells the item that you're talking about, it's not really a personal opinion, is it? At that point, you're a salesperson, a salesman, making the whole spiel a commercial. If there was a channel about cars and trucks, and it tells you how to pick out the best ones for the best price with the most reliability, and it's hosted by a salesman that works at Ford trying to sell Ford trucks and cars, and all he does is advise you and tell you it's not advice, and there's people that would sponsor him on Patreon while he's doing it. Who are these people? It seems like low-hanging fruit, and trust me, I'm tempted. We talked about this before. I, too, am human as well. I eat food. You eat food. We are alike. So I'm tempted to go for that easy money, low-hanging fruit. I think donuts look and are delicious. I don't buy them. I don't eat them. Well, that's not true. I buy donuts for others, and then I watch them eat them and live vicariously through them. I know, that's a bit cruel. I never said I was perfect. I mean, I said I was human, and everyone knows humans are not perfect. Everyone knows about that. We talk about it all the time. Other humans, that is. That's what makes us so great. Self-awareness. Yeah, so I'm not going to take that particular monetization route. I hope you're getting a good look at these dimes. I want to know what they're worth. I mean, I know I got the red book, but I'm not good at grading things. So there's 2 of these. Let me know what you think the prices of them are in the comments below. What should I sell them for to another person. Who else would I sell it to? I'm not going to sell it to a corgi. That would be awesome. I would totally give the corgi a discount too. I saw a pirate stacker video where he used a magnifying glass, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. This magnifying glass is not as good as his. But I'm going to buy another one. So I'm copying off of him a bit. I think he has the best intro I've ever seen on any stacker channel. Adding a magnifying glass has really changed things. It's pretty much opened up another world as I get older and my vision is not so great these days. Oh, I have such a long trip to go on. I'm getting ready to drive 9-10 hours. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I don't know. It seems to take a very long time and I don't stop for anything. I am driving alone, and I really enjoy driving alone. Actually, these days, I enjoy being alone or by myself so much. It seems like I get more done. I like to do projects, I like to learn, and other people seem to distract or take away from that. I like to think of myself as a wave, but if I'm observed, I just collapse into a particle. No wave pattern, just one little dot now. When I go on these long car trips, I can really get into something. I'll probably put some kind of science podcast on, or perhaps an audiobook. There's lots of great free audiobooks on YouTube, by the way. Just type in audiobook and a subject, or just type in audiobook and scroll and look at them. I got YouTube Premium so I can turn my screen off while I listen. That's clutch. I think YouTube Premium is much better to have, if you have to choose, than Netflix or Hulu or any of that other stuff. There's no commercials. That's awesome. I like keeping commercials out of my life because commercials are biased. Isn't this nice? Just adding dimes to the jar. And after adding all of these mercs, I will still have probably even a greater deficit. That's fine though. I'm grateful for the channel growth. I'm glad you're here, friendo. I don't know what we're doing, but we're here. It's not a bad thing. It's probably a good thing. I mean, there's much worse habits than buying Mercury dimes all the time. Look at all these. These are smokes that I didn't smoke. These are drinks that I did not drink. These are food that I bought and made myself from the grocery store instead of going to the restaurants. These are the silver sweat droplets of my hard work. Actually, I don't work hard. I just work a lot. I guess that's difficult. It keeps me out of trouble. These are days I did not take off of work. These are the fruits of items that I have purchased and sold for more than what I purchased them for. When I get back, I'm going to eBay lots of my stuff out of here. Okay, so I got 865 dimes here. The deficit is now 3702. It's a little less. So these dimes in the jar represent 18.94% of the thousandaires. So there's like 5 times more friendos than what you see here. I can't pass up on the barber dimes when I see them. Each one slightly derailing my Mercury challenge, lowering the grade on my weekly old silver dollar. I won't say they're slowing down my Centenario purchase every 6 months. I won't let anything do that. I'll sell stuff at that time if I have to. Often, I sell Bitcoin at that time. And I know a lot of you don't like the Bitcoin, but it's helped me get a lot more gold than I normally could have. Bitcoin has not just been wind in my sails, it's been hurricane wind in my sails. I got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, it's been a big part of making me the stacker and thousandaire that I am today. Oh, if you're new here and you're still watching, I mean, this is probably your thing. Why not subscribe? Stick around. When are you going to start treating yourself as good as you do others? I believe that's where self-respect actually starts. When you talk to yourself and treat yourself, not necessarily better, but as good as you do other people. If you're not already doing that, try it and get back to me. Let me know how it worked for you. Oh, and for those of you who scrolled down in the comments and hit like on every comment, I noticed what you did. Thank you so much. You are the gears of this machine that people don't necessarily see, but you still do it anyway. It's amazing. And I won't let you down. Raise me up, and I will make the changes that we need to see. And I will be fearless in the face of those that would do us harm. I had a mandarin orange and the peel is on my thumb. I can't stand that. In some past videos, there's avocado, even wing sauce, always on my thumb. I told you I eat. All right, I didn't count them this week, so there's about $7 in there. Face, not bad, eh? The older masculine broad may not be as popular as the more feminine winged liberty, but they're interesting and very uncommon. Okay, so here's my vacation, old silver dollars. I don't know if I'll be able to go out and drive really far when I'm practically in North Carolina to coin shops or pawn shops. So I pre-bought them. And these are actually really nice. I told you, I got these for under melt. In fact, I think I saved enough to justify A capsule. I gotta put capsules on them. This is the Kansas Kid strategy, I call it, because he was buying Call, Morgans, and Peace dollars for melt or under melt. I can't remember. But no offense to him, I mean, some of those were really brutalized. I think I got off pretty easy at the $25 bin this week with these. But that's what you get sometimes when you go to an LCS or an NSLCS, local coin shop or not so local coin shop. Even if you have to take a drive, it's worth it. I know the time and the gasoline cuts into your cost average, but there are factors present that you can't exactly quantify. You're taking a drive to the not so local coin shop. There's other things in that area. Explore a bit. Also, you're building a relationship with someone who could possibly buy your silver or gold one day. And from what I've seen, you'll always get a price that's way better than online, with more privacy as well. All right, I gotta hit the road. That's it. That is it. Thousandaire Radio, wicked show. Ready for the after party? Join the pen pals. You can now write me at The Thousandaire Collector, 1700 Sullivan Trail, Suite 7, Box 111, Easton, Pennsylvania, 18040. Don't forget to include your info so I can put you on my mailing list. All right, I got two here. This one is from Kansas. This is so cool, getting letters from all over the United States. I usually just get a mailbox full of bills and pizza coupons. People are sending me things, and don't get me wrong, I like it. But what I'm really after is a mailing list. I write your addresses by hand in a book. That's right, it's all off the grid. So, write me and let me know where I can write you. And you may be pleasantly surprised one day. Kansas Kid writes, I have done my part. Now to get everyone else on board. Sounds like there's a Mercury dime in here. Look at this. I need to learn how to use a printer. I need to up my stationery game. Kansas Kid, gratitude. A Merc for the stack is always appreciated. Is this one too nice? I mean, if I take it out and put it with the other dimes, is that bad? It looks pretty shiny. Oh, you know what? This reminds me. I picked up some more Mercs. You know what? I think I picked up a lot more Mercs. It's been a few days. I've been working, stacking, fasting, exercising. My brain's been getting kind of blah. Oh yeah, this does look nice. I hope it's okay I take it out though. It must go with the others. Oh, and if you're gonna write me, I'm not expecting a Mercury dime, but if you do send one, you don't have to send a really nice one, okay? 'Cause it'll be dropped in the pile. Oh, and if you don't already know who Kansas Kid is, look for him in the comments below, click on him, and check out his videos. I watch them, and I even apply some of his strategy. All right, on to the second one. And right away, I gotta say, I'm impressed with a stamp. I'm probably gonna cut this out. I collected stamps a bit when I was a kid. Not very seriously, though. But I will be buying some stamps soon, and I want to make sure I get some nice ones. Yeah, so get on that mailing list. I may get all Hannibal Lecter with my stationery. And don't worry, you'll never get junk mail from me. If I send you something, you're gonna be glad you opened it. All right, I think I got this. It's a little stubborn. All right, a little cardboard here. Something's taped inside. This is so much fun. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, wow. Look at the lettering. And we got some clanking. Always exciting. All right, let's read. Read reminds me of Ronald Reed, the janitor, secret millionaire. All right, this reads, Hello, friendo. Enclosed is an Eisenhower coin. I would have sent you more, but I was Eisenhower late getting to the LCS. Horrible. So horrible that it's funny. Terrible joke. It was closed. Here is a Kennedy. I'm your #1 fan. Kennedy get in one of your videos? Ooh, a terrible play on words. But over the threshold enough to instigate a chuckle. Here's my Merc Dime initiation fee to your super awesome channel. Signed, Silver Bucks Stacker. Thanks for your compliment, friendo. Your letters, it must go on my wall of ego. And I don't have a wall of ego yet, but I think I'm going to have to make one. I just don't want anyone who comes in my home in passing to learn I have a YouTube channel. But if I keep getting letters like this, I'm going to have to hang them up. All right, let's check out the attached goodies. It's starting to look like this P.O. box is paying for itself. Well, at least until I start mailing things out. Ooh, an Ike. This is how I like to copper. I think I have almost 200 Ikes. If you got the opportunity to pick these up at face, why not? It's just some cash lying around that you could spend if you need to. But if not, you got like 20 grams of copper here, which is basically 3/4 of an ounce. A standard ounce, that is, not a troy ounce. Yeah, this coin is 91.67% copper. Copper rounds usually have a premium well above 100%. This is basically government-issued copper with no premium. I ranked the pre-1982 penny first, the nickel second, and this third. Although I may prioritize these over pennies and nickels if I get the opportunity. Because of cool factor. Thanks for the Merc, Silver Bucks Stacker. I don't expect these from anyone. I don't charge fees, but I'll take them. If you want to pay a fee and you're not mailing anything, well, you can always hit lots of buttons on the channel. I cannot believe he sent me one of these. And such a nice one at that. Sorry it took me like an Eisenhower to get to it. I'll have to be very careful with this one to preserve... Oh. This is why we can't have nice things. I'm kidding. We can have nice things. Silver Bucks Stacker, I could not find your channel. The only SBS I found was Silver Bars Stacker. And your return address was a bit incomplete, so I have you on my mailing list as anonymous. Which is fine if that's what you want to be, but I will be sending out goodies. So if you do get a mailing address you'd like to send me, well, I await it. And thank you so much for everything you sent.